Now let's actually get a view set up. So we'll have to set up a view and URLs and include those URLs in our main project URLs. So the first thing we can do is go into our Links app and create a new file and call it urls.py. We can grab our urls.py file from our config folder, scroll down and just copy these lines here so that we can have that quickly imported. Go back to our app URLs, paste that in, and here we can just say this will be an empty path. We don't have any views yet, but we will call this index. We can save that. We can go back into our config urls.py, and we need to include, so we can import include, and we can include that urls.py file from our apps in our main project configuration. So we can duplicate this line and just make this path an empty route, and instead of rendering a view, we can use include, and what we can pass in here is a string, and it will be links.urls, and that should work perfectly. So now our Django project will know that if a empty route comes in, it will check links.urls.py and see if it finds a match. And here we have this empty path looking for the index function, index view, that doesn't exist now. So let's go ahead and create that. So let's go into our views.py. We can create a function here, index, that takes in a request, and we can return render, and let's pass in that request again. And then the template string, we can just call it index. So we'll say links/index.html. And then we can just pass in an empty dictionary as the context. And we need to create this index file. So let's create a new file here under links. So new file, and we can just specify this path and create those new directories. It'll be templates/links/index.html. And then we can just render out an h1 and say my link shortener. I can spell it like that. We can open up the terminal, make sure everything is running, and we have an error here in this urls.py file because we reference index, but we don't import it anywhere. So we can say from.views import index. So now it will know what that index function is, and everything seems to be working smoothly. Let's go back to our browser. And if we view our site on the home route, now we see my link shortener. Perfect. So we have the URLs and the basic view set up, but now let's actually show the links. So let's update the view to query the database and get the links displayed.